We're going to pull off about midway across the Dunedin Causeway that leads to Honeymoon Island. The address is 61 Causeway Boulevard in Dunedin, Florida. If you need to rent kayaks, you're in luck. There's a great kayak rental place right on the causeway when you pull off. The company is named Sail Honeymoon, and they're stocked with top-quality SUPs and kayaks. For kayaks, you have a choice of high-quality tarpon sit-on-top kayaks. These are fast and very stable, with plenty of dry storage. They also have tandem kayaks, as well as tsunami sit-inside kayaks. Again, a very good quality kayak for covering distance and comfort. You can get in touch with Sail Honeymoon at this web address and phone number. Now, let's get out and hit the water. Hey, bring a garbage bag to haul out any trash that you come across. This is a great, long, clear sandy shoreline to launch off of. It's usually calm, and there's no drop-offs that you need to be concerned about. Today, the wind is fairly strong, but it's out of the northwest and therefore blocked by Honeymoon Island. I will use the protection of the shoreline to my advantage as a windbreak as I head over to Caladesi. My Jackson Journey touring kayak really cuts through the wind and chop efficiently. There's nothing in the hull's design to bog me down. It can take just about anything you throw at it. The hull turns on a dime, it tracks straight too, while its rudder is also available in case you have strong crosswinds. It's also fairly light and easy to carry, transport, and store. Check out the Jackson Journey if you're in the market for a great touring kayak. You won't be disappointed. The wind is coming this way out of the northwest, so we will launch and hug the shoreline of the causeway and Honeymoon Island as we turn south to cut across Hurricane Pass over to the north tip of Caladesi Island. Off to my left, you can see the pass cutting between both islands. Here is where I will turn south, but I first wanted to try out one of those sun buffs that everybody's using to shield my neck, head, and face from the sun. I'll let you know what I think after using for a while. For right now, it seems like a really good way to keep the sun off my face so I don't have to use so much sunscreen. We are approaching the pass up here on your right. Monitor the tides before you cross the pass. If there is a strong outgoing or incoming tide, you may want to account for the cross current while crossing the narrow pass. If currents are strong, make the crossing further east, back in the bay, immediately after launching from the causeway. Here you can clearly see Hurricane Pass with Honeymoon on your right and Caladesi on your left. We are on the Caladesi side now. The northern tip on the bay side has some long stretches of sandy shoreline with easy access that you can get out and explore if you like. I'm going to continue on south towards the Marina, where we will get out briefly, then pick up the mangrove trails through the island's interior. As you continue south, the sandy shorelines will give way to thick mangroves that edge right up to the water. Since it's March, I notice the white pelicans are still here before making their 1,000-plus mile migration into the northern U.S. and Canada, where they spend their summers. Check out this small flock of massive, beautiful birds as they take off on my approach. At home in Texas, I see their massive flocks floating the air currents, going south in the fall and back north in the spring. With a gentle push from the diagonal northwest crosswinds, I'm making great time as I head towards the Marina, while also wondering, what will I have to paddle into on the way back? We are now at the entrance to the channel that funnels boat traffic back through the mangroves to the Marina. You will need to register and pay a small $2 fee per person while enjoying the island for the day. Believe me, it's well worth it. This channel I'm heading back to the Marina in is the only water open to motorboats. Boats must stay in this channel. The rest of the bay in St. Joseph Sound on the eastern side of Caladesi is closed to boat traffic to protect the grass and sand beds of the flats. We are approaching the Marina now, and I start to look for where I can park my kayak. I'm in luck. There's a great water-level floating dock that I can edge up to, with handles to grab for stability in getting out of my kayak. While up on the island, I can pull my kayak up onto the floating dock. On the island, Here's a map of where we put in, the bay and hurricane channel we passed on the way to where we are now at the Marina. From here, you can take on a 3-mile hiking trail through the island's interior, or head due west on foot out to one of the best secluded beaches in the world, where you can see many of these shells. Remember, no live shelling though. There are also bathrooms and a concession stand that's open during peak periods. Well, enough of this. I'm ready to hit the mangrove trails. So I'm back in the kayak and heading back to the marked entrance for the mangrove trails. Here's a quick recap on the map of where we are and where we're picking up the mangrove trails. Here you can see in green the trail that I took today. I had hoped to travel the full distance of the trails, but accidentally took a left instead of a right, which led me back into the bay. Next time, I will navigate the full distance, which I think is this way down to the southern tip of Caladesi Island. Caladesi and Honeymoon Island to the north used to be one until 1921, when a hurricane created Hurricane Pass, splitting the barrier island into 2 parts. In the 1880s, homesteader Henry Scherer, who I believe had immigrated from Switzerland, settled on Caladesi with his daughter Myrtle. This was a wild place to be at that time with 0 amenities. Henry and Myrtle were totally on their own to work their craft, cultivate food, and live out their existence in this paradise island's interior. At age 87, Myrtle, who had become Myrtle Scherer Betts, authored a book about her experiences growing up on Caladesi. The book is I Lived in Paradise. I read the book several years ago and highly recommend it. Myrtle tells a wonderful and captivating story. Henry and Myrtle had a sailboat and a rowboat that they would cross St. Joseph Sound from Caladesi to Dunedin on the mainland, where they would shop and sell their goods and then load up before heading back to their home on Caladesi. I wonder if they paddled these same trails while taking in the beauty as I am now. Or was life on the island a daily struggle, leaving them with little time to break away from their chores to simply take in the beauty? Well, find out for yourself in reading the rest of the story in Myrtle's book, I Lived in Paradise. This trail is well marked. I should have brought a map with me though. I'm sure you can get one up at the Marina. Here is where I should have turned right to reach the southern tip, where instead I turned left. I think as you navigate the remainder of these trails, there are probably lots of offshoots like this to explore. The trail soon ended into a nice protected bay. The timing was good though, as I only wanted this to be about a 3-hour paddle, which is what this turned out to be. I would have probably added another hour or 2 if I had gone further. Up until now, I hadn't seen much floating trash. Take a few seconds and pick up anything you see floating as you paddle. It makes a world of difference. Nice osprey, checking me out as it looks for its next meal. Here's the path I'm taking today as I head back through St. Joseph Sound back to the Causeway. All in all, this paddle that I'm doing today is 6.49 miles, and it took me 2 hours and 35 minutes in total. I only found 2 pieces of floating trash, so I take a few stops along Caladesi's shoreline on the way back to fill up my garbage bag. As kayakers, if we can strive to fill up 1 garbage bag per kayaker when we're out, this will go a long way to cleaning up our waterways of plastic debris. It's amazing the varied items you see, all made out of plastic. Even heading into the northwest wind, it wasn't a bad paddle back. Oh, I promised to tell you how I like that sun buff around my head. Well, it worked out great and wasn't uncomfortable at all. Try one on your next time out. If you like Kayak Cliff videos, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page. You can also keep up with me at my website, kayakcliff.com. Don't forget to get your pick and paddle and Kayak Cliff stickers while visiting my website. Thank you for your support. There are more Florida videos coming soon. Remember to unplug from your technology-filled and stressful lives and get out there.